I was working at a prison. I was a guard for for a prison for about 2 years, and one night I wanted to write wanted to write something more pop punk that had a bounce to it that was real positive. I had a positive message, and balance is the word that described exactly what I really wanted to write at that moment. But yeah, so getting into it, balance. Running on a tightrope, world on my shoulders, slipping away, or am I getting closer to seeing better days, or at least a better reason, growing through the passing seasons? The first verse, verse 1. I've always envisioned, running on a tightrope, literally legit walking walking on a tightrope, and I envisioned the card from Loteria, from Chalupa, or whatever you want to call it, the card 37. Shout out card 37. It's the guy holding the world. He's holding like the world. Anyways, that was inspiration for this line. World on my shoulders, slipping away, or am I getting closer to seeing better days? So it's like when you're faced with so much pressure, and you got all this relying on you. Are you gonna fall back, or are you gonna move forward into seeing better days? But yeah, so we head into the chorus. It's gonna go, finding my balance every moment that I have with you. I don't wanna let you down, so I'm working on my timing to make each second last. I'm finding my balance. It's pretty self-explanatory. Every day striving to find balance with the people in my life, balance with myself. Being honest, being in this band and thinking about things to come to fruition, and making plans for the band, as well as taking care of my marriage and my beautiful kids and my full-time job. There's a lot to balance there, So those are the feelings I get when I'm singing this hook. So let's move on. Second verse. Is this just a dream? Is there any meaning? For now I'll just keep trying. Nothing is what it seems. When you really start to think, it's all gone in a blink. So yeah, the second verse was actually the first verse of the song for a long time. I hope that doesn't mess you up now every time you hear the song, but because now you know the lore of the lyrics. But the second verse, is this just a dream? Is there any meaning? For now, I'll just keep trying. It's like, obviously, a lot of times us as human beings, it's natural to be faced with the grandioso aspect of life. It's like, is this all a dream? What is this even? For now, I'll just keep trying, man. Screw it. I find myself so grateful to be who I am, to be alive in this moment right now, living it up until I ain't alive no more. That's what I'm about. Anyways, and so it's like, for now, I'll just keep trying, right? Nothing is what it seems. When you really start to think, it's all gone in a blink. And it's so true. The completely controversial Kanye West likes to say, we're just in a blip in existence. We're a flash of lightning, really. And it's all gone in a blink. It's gone before we know it. What better thing to do than strive for balance every moment that I have with you. Yeah, so let's go to the bridge. Let's hit the bridge. I tell you what, this riff for this bridge that Eric wrote, the first time I heard it, I like ran out the door. I was so excited with how sick this riff was. So slick, bro. Are you kidding me? And so let's see. So we were in the studio and we had the whole song written out except for the words for the bridge. And I had always had an idea of what I kind of wanted to say on the bridge. And I always kept coming back to everything I have is everything I need. That's the only little lyric I had. I didn't know if I was going to start it with that or what, but we ended up in the studio. We were tracking it. We were in the middle of vocals for the song. And yeah, came the part for the bridge. And I got on the mic and I said, guys, I have nothing written for this. I said, I'm going to hop out. We're going to write this thing right now. Right off the bat, I said, let's loop it. We threw it on a loop on the speakers, the bridge, without vocals, of course, because we had to write it. And we're there racking our brain. And the first line that comes out is, everything I have is everything I need. I said, you know what, let's just start with this. And we're racking our brains. And then we end up coming up with, and everything I am, you couldn't take from me. And we were like, that's it. That's it right there. So the lyrics for the bridge for Balance, really the inspiration came from a 311 song off of their album Voyager. And in that song, I believe he says, everything I need is right in front of me. And then he says something else, which I promise you I didn't steal. But I totally took inspiration from that, everything I have being everything I need. But yeah, shout out Nick Hexum, shout out 311. But yeah, that song, Balance. Lots of fun, lots of fun. Check out our song, Balance. There's a music video for it. You can see footage of us opening for the legendary 3 Days Grace. Yeah, check it out on YouTube.